Double U-turn ahead, teams are building alliances and ganging up against one. This is the Amazing Race After Show, Episode 6.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, Afterbuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Sing it! We're in Italia, everyone.
Like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Luigi, mama, oggi vamo.
Aren't we great? Aren't we great? We are not
fantastic.
toned up for anything. Welcome, everyone, to The Amazing Race. I am Nataly Tavidian. You can find me everywhere at Nataly Tavidian. And this is my incredible panel.
What is up, you guys? My name is Desola Balogun. You can follow me everywhere at Desola_B. I'm in a different place today because Dan stole my seat, but it's okay.
I switched it up. I thought I looked so fugly last time. I was looking back at the feed. I thought maybe it's because I'm in the wrong spot. So
He wanted to
Do
be
you have a
at
good
the
side?
end.
I do have a
Give
good
a
side. Well,
good
usually
side,
I
a
like
bad
this side
side.
because of my curl. So you got to always show that
Oh,
to
I
the camera.
see.
And you can follow this amazing curl at Dan Babic on Instagram or at Dan Babic with an underscore on the tweet. That's BABIC, bitches. As you were saying.
Sorry, I was too excited. I wanted to interrupt. You guys, make sure to get in those chats, please, because we love you so much. Get in those chats and make sure to call us because the number will be coming up right now.
Call us, comment, tune in, join the discussion. I'm loving this song.
Same. I just
So
want to go to Italy. I just want Steve, the engineer, to just be like, guess what, guys? Like Oprah. Like, you're all going to Italy. Get off the
You're
show
going
right
to
now.
Italy.
Like,
You're going to
yeah.
Italy. Really, the countries are seeing are just getting more and more beautiful. It's what the Tram Restaurante. How awesome was that experience? We open up episode 6 on a restaurant on a tram, and they must eat the food. You
Bummer.
must. How incredible did that look?
Yeah, I was actually a bit confused because I know sometimes on The Amazing Race they've had before people that don't drink.
Yes.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So what happens if you're like a Mormon or you were like, followed Islam?
And don't eat
I was
certain
thinking
things.
that
Yeah.
actually when I was watching it.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would
And I don't
make
really like Italian food like
changes.
that anyway, so I would
You
have been
don't
like...
like Italian food?
Well, I do and I don't. Like, I would never go to an Italian restaurant on purpose, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you're in Italy.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You
I probably
might.
would find like a Chipotle or a Chinese or something if I was there.
I actually
know
had
what you
pizza
mean.
in Italy once,
See-
and I didn't think it was
Oh,
that
what?
incredible.
No?
I have to be.
But I was
Yeah.
at like a really touristy spot. It wasn't very authentic.
Well, I thought you were Italian, and I've been my dreams have been shattered because you're actually Armenian, like the Kardashians.
Nataly Tavidian.
Yeah,
You
well,
thought
maybe
that
that's a bit
was
more quiche. That's a bit more. I love the word
more
quiche.
quiche.
Yeah, I was spelling it wrong because in Australia we actually spell it like the actual quiche.
Like
Quiche, but the Americans have stolen it and now spell it K.
no, that's just the hashtag quiche.
Oh, quiche.
We're not talking about the food quiche. The
No.
food quiche is the one with the Q.
No, but quiche in Australia we say the hashtag quiche.
Oh, you do
we
with
do
the
so
Q.
quiche. We say it like the quiche. Yeah.
Okay.
I had a quiche
Scott
yesterday.
Flannery, do you see what you've done to
Wow.
us? Do you see what you've done to us with your quiche comment?
I'm off. If you don't think I'm off now.
Speaking of quiche, last week, thank you, Scott, by the way, for joining us. He mentioned that the hat was traveling around a little bit, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but Vank had the quiche hat on.
Yeah.
He
the
got
tram.
eliminated.
He did get
Yeah,
eliminated.
it wasn't quiche enough. Maybe that's why.
I thought that was an alliance forming over there. A lot of alliances forming in this episode. I feel like it's all about the social game.
Scott,
It is.
remember you were here last week, and I told you that, I liked you meeting you in person. You're really cool. But I said if I was on the show with you, I don't know if we would get along. And you proved my reason in this episode because he was like playing Vank and Ashton like to the like
Playing
too
the
much.
social game.
No, but
They're
it
doing it.
it was
wasn't
a
just
lot.
them. It was everybody.
No, I know, but he started it. He was
He
like the
started it?
mastermind. Yeah.
The
But
mastermind
you know what?
behind the
Honestly,
social
it
games?
worked. It worked, Scott. So you might make it to the end just because of your mental games, which is good. So keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, especially talking to Scott's mother. Because they didn't say that on air because the parents didn't come on air. And she's like, I know my son, and he's the most manipulative man you will ever meet. So I
said
feel like
that?
he's going to
Did
win.
not
She
say
never does
that.
but she's like, no, but in a funny way. Like, he's so, he's so plotty and he's so smart.
I like how he used the word manipulative.
It might have been something else.
Maybe-
She did say smart though. I heard
Yeah,
that.
but I just say it the way I feel like it should be said. And I thought, yeah, she knows her son. And
The
I
way
love,
you feel like people's names should be said.
yeah, like sometimes I might just call Desola Desola just to piss him off. Desi, hey Des.
Nothing can make me mad about my name. No one knows how to say my name. It's okay.
Desola.
Desola.
Desola Balogun, everyone out there.
Desola Balogun.
That's
Yeah.
the name, man.
So what was your favourite moment of the episode, Nataly?
Nataly. My favorite moment of the episode was all the Italian food and the Italian Lake
Yes.
Como. Lake Como was beautiful. Are we just gonna sit here and talk about travel because I really want to go to Italy now after that?
Same. I just want to eat the
cruise
food.
was beautiful. The food looked incredible. The social game made me really sad in this episode. Everybody was ganging up on Ashton and
I felt
Vic
really bad for them.
from the start.
I mean, there was no way for them to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the Amazing Race, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an amazing race.
So there was that double U-turn, and everybody was obviously choosing which team they wanted to U-turn. And then their detour was the ghost thing.
Which isn't a bit weird, I reckon. It was almost like, because the troll thing was so cool in Norway, and it's like the ghosting wasn't as cool as the trolls, I found.
It wasn't as cool. I agree with that. It did look kind of cool. What was the other one? It was make a mold or grab a hole. And
Oh, that's a bit naughty. Which one would you?
climbing.
Which one would you choose? Make a hole or grab a hole? What is it? Grab a.
grab a hole or make a mold.
I think I'd grab a hole. What would you do?
Well, that wasn't an option. So
No, grab a mold. No, what was it? Grab a.
Make a mold.
Make a mold and then I'll grab a hole.
that's what he wants it to be. He keeps saying it. I would grab a hole. Wow.
I
Yeah.
haven't been rock climbing yet. I don't know.
I would never do that. Like I was looking like, what are they doing? Why? Like it seems like the creators of The Amazing Race want all of these people to die. Like I'm serious because it's like all of these challenges are like so exciting and dangerous. And if one thing goes wrong, they would die just like that.
That's why it's The Amazing Race.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just like a lot. Like why can't they just like have like a pie eating competition or something? You know what I mean? Make it regular for us people at home. I'm
look,
joking,
your
you
mum's
guys. It's
calling.
fun.
Look, by the way, Desola's mum's calling. I love that. Like, hey, mum, should we answer it? Should we put her on
My mom
air?
is,
Nah.
she hung up. She hung up.
Yeah.
My mom it was calling. Hi, mom. How's it going? She's not watching right now.
Are you
but-
thinking if you were on The Amazing Race, you would want just a pie eating?
No. I'm
competition?
joking.
Because that is how you will win.
I would just think if it was cheesecake, I would win.
Okay.
For 100%. With the
Okay.
strawberry though, not peanut butter. I hate peanut butter. But no, I was saying like I just feel like it's really crazy, but it's good for us to watch. But it's just like everything they want them to die. I don't know.
Deshola, I've got a question for you. I love making Deshola answer very
just rock
decisive questions. If you had to choose a team member, me or Nataly, who would you choose and why?
Ooh, good one.
That's a great question.
That is a great
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Ooh, hold on. Okay, so if I had to
choose, like-
choose a team member
But for The Amazing
would
Race,
it be Dan or
Nataly.
Nataly.
I don't know.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it. Yeah.
No. I really no. I'm not worried about feelings. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about who. Okay, so, Nat. She would be very nice to everyone. And,
Social game.
and
This
she
one.
would be she'd be like super like politically correct and everything all the time. Yes, she would be with everyone. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And it
Me?
seems like, yes, you.
Right.
But you, I feel like we both have strong personalities.
We'd probably fight, yeah.
So, well, no, I don't know if we'd fight a lot. I think we would everyone would hate us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
No, they would
I think
definitely
you're both
hate
very
him.
lovable
Yeah,
people.
probably, yeah.
No,
Why would anyone hate Dan?
stop. I mean, no, I'm not saying. Look, I'm not saying he's a mean person, but I'm saying on the show, come on, he will be a savage.
I would.
Be aggressive?
I'd play
Oh,
Satan.
come on.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
don't underestimate me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
ooh.
Do not
So
underestimate
honestly, I
Nataly
don't
Tavidian.
know, but I think we all should apply and go on the
Yeah,
show.
no, I think
Keep
next year's
quiet.
going to be they're going to have a threesome. They're going to have the 3 people on. It's going to be us 3, like groups of
Are
3.
they gonna do that?
Well, I'm just
I don't
putting
know.
it out in the
I don't
universe.
know. We're putting it out in the
Who
universe.
would you choose? Now we all have to go around and do this.
Oh, I already have someone in mind.
No, from this
From the same
panel. Who would you choose?
Oh, no. Don't
No,
make me
you
do
can't
that.
do it
You
yet.
can't make me do that. Nope. Let's go back to Italy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Italy. So yeah, what were we?
We're dining on the tram. We're looking for red and yellow signs. How common are those colors? You guys know those are the colors that make people hungry, right?
Yeah, like ketchup and mustard. That's why they're
ketchup
that
and
coloured.
mustard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, those are very common colors.
McDonald's. That's why the branding's red and yellow.
Yes.
They don't
Kentucky
ever
Fried
get
Chicken. Everything's
me.
got a bit of red in it. Have you noticed? Chick-fil-A, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Can't think of anything else, but they've all got red
I
in
don't want to
them.
butcher the
Panda
Italian
Express.
words, but they're looking for 3 Italian words.
that.
And I believe Tara speaks some Italian. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please tweet me if you're
She
watching,
met her
Tara.
husband there, so yes.
No,
Oh,
I'm talking about Team Mom and Dad.
yeah. She
Yeah,
met her husband
there.
there. She said in the interview.
She's like, that's where I
She
met
met her husband in
husband.
Italy, and she
Oh,
really
yes.
loves it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, did you hear her Italian?
It was
Yeah, it
very
was good.
good.
Beautiful.
Right?
Well, we didn't know what
was
she was
doing
saying,
great.
so she could have just been making, she'd be talking gibberish.
That
And
was
it was,
great.
but she's like, I'd always try and do that. I always try and
I
pretend.
think Italian's the most beautiful language ever. I was in Italy, and I swear people were just ordering cheese, and I'm like, tell me more.
I like French. Like, and I love how snobby they are. They're just like, oui, 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 you look a bit French, actually. Yeah.
Me?
Totally
Yeah.
do.
You look like a
Totally
French, yeah,
do.
because you're
Do I
thin.
really?
Yeah, and you got like cool hair, so it makes you French. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And you
Bonjour.
got cool hair.
Yeah.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I don't know what we're doing right now, you guys. Okay, let's get to the chats real quick. You guys, as you can see, we're having such a good time talking about the show, and you guys are also in the chats. We're gonna go through. Let's see. So, Jake Ryan has a lot to say tonight. He says, U-turns are getting annoying now.
Okay.
Jake, I think it adds to the show, but I'm with you because it was very unfair. He says, at least do one side of the detour first.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way. What
Like-
do you think?
I like that. I like that idea. So get the fastest people before they get started with the detour. But I mean, everybody was running. Did you see them running out of the airport
Yeah.
and chasing the cab and then getting started? But I think that's a pretty good point to get them to do one of the detours. And then they'd be forced to do another one. I don't know. I don't see it as an unfair thing because I think this is where the social game comes in. Like Scott was saying last week, he was talking about how a lot of people think it's all about the physical challenges. This season, really, it's not. I mean, even people who are not able to do the physical challenges, the social game is helping. The social game is helping so much. Like what happened with Brooke last week.
Yeah.
She wasn't able to physically make the ladle.
Brooke is starting to get on my nerves.
Same. When she was climbing up that rock, she's like,
I mean, I was just thinking, like, why?
It did
like,
look painful. I'm
stop,
really feeling
stop.
for her.
No, you don't.
I'm totally feeling for
She
her.
does
I'm
not
not.
feel for you at all. She's just trying to be the nice girl on the panel, which is fine. But Brooke, come on. Like, I mean, she can play like
Do you
everything.
think it's too much complaining?
She's what's his name?
Shamir?
No, she's not Shamir. I lied.
She's not.
Shamir was too
No.
much.
Shamir
But
was
Brooke, I
complaining
wrote
too
down
much.
something, but I left my notepad over there. I forgot. But Brooke was. I
Want me
said.
to go grab it for you?
I said, well, no, it's okay. I was thinking to
The
myself,
studio's a
like,
lot smaller than it looks like on camera.
I'm like, Brooke, why do you like she needs like the reassurance of her partner the entire time, and that would really bother me. Scott was doing a really good job though at saying,
Yeah.
she's like, I'm gonna fall. No, you're not gonna fall. You're doing great. I am, and I'm just thinking, what the hell is wrong with like that? Would have really bothered me. I could not be her partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting pissed off as well. I was like, I'm so weak. And then Scott always has to carry everything. And, you know, I love Scott because he's manipulative. And I thought he was going to get more angry with her. But he didn't. But I think that's part of his social game because he realises it. If he keeps attacking her, she's just going to surrender and give up because I think she's a bit of a hashtag weakling.
And we're seeing the partners that are bickering too much are annoying the rest of them. And I think that's why Ashton and Vank were U-turned, is because that bickering is getting annoying
It is, yeah.
for everyone at this point. So I was tweeting Joey of Team Tara and Joey a little
Hey,
bit.
Joey.
And
Joey.
he was talking about
he's got Twitter.
how
That's right.
they're- What?
Because I remember Scott saying that he's very like basic and old-fashioned. So he's got on the Twitter now. So
Nope,
that's
he's on the Twitter.
he's on the tweet.
He's on the tweet.
Yeah.
So he was talking about how they feel like they're, at this point, Tara and Joey are starting to get targeted too. So they're definitely stepping up their game.
Totally. So smart of them not to choose a
I don't know
U-turn.
if you noticed in this episode, but it really looked like they were both stepping up their game. And they were the first to get to the cruise. They weren't the first to finish. Where were they? They were in third.
That's strategic for them, and they don't want to be there too. I think they are very smart, and
Maybe.
I've always said I think they're the smartest. And she was in the military. Remember, she's as well.
Yes,
Tara was saying that
still
she did,
is.
still is. Yet she did training in Italy as well. So they are firecrackers. They are so smart, especially once you have children. You've got to be you become 10 times smarter, I believe.
You think so?
And well, you've got to because children are manipulative. You know. Like Scott and I, yeah. Very manipulative. Sometimes children can be. So I actually think they're the smartest, and I think they're going to win.
You think
I
so?
think so. That's my little prediction. Yes, darling.
I did think it was smart for them not to use the U-turn because they did not want everyone to hate them. They
Yeah.
were-
Because they're
Being
next, I reckon.
strategic.
Yeah, they went. Everyone's got the little smart Alec. I think he would target everyone against them next.
Yeah.
So I think they, we're playing Switzerland and we're playing, the diplomatic role today, and it worked for them.
Tara and Joey.
Yes.
They're being diplomatic.
Yes.
Yes,
Just
I
like
see
Hillary
that.
Clinton. Yeah.
They're stepping up their game, just like me.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna call
We
her.
have a call. Who is it?
Oh, look, everyone's already grilling.
Oh, team mom and dad.
Is this Joey?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's get one thing straight. Who was saying I was a snake in the grass last week?
I was.
Ooh,
I think
Dan Babic.
I'm on to you, Joey. I think that you guys are the snake in the grass, and I think you're going to win. But I think you guys are a bit sneaky. Am I right?
You have solid flow, so I'll let you get by with that one.
Oh, good. Yeah, because it's like, I mean, Scott, we can see, he's very smart. And I'm like, okay, you can tell he's a bit, he's manipulative and he's trying to turn everyone against each other. But you guys, I think you're trying to do the same thing, but you guys come across as nice. So I think you're even smarter. You guys are going to win, I think.
For all of our viewers, everyone, this is Joey of Tara and Joey. Joey, thank you for calling us. Thanks for joining us. Can you talk to us about the social game in this episode? Where do you guys stand? You're saying you and Tara are stepping it up.
Yeah, you almost have no choice but to join the social game. We were trying not to do that, but a couple people were really on to us. I'm surprised Scott didn't say last week that he avoided me a lot, pretty much the whole race, because he said I was on to him right away, but he couldn't figure me out. So he sicked Brooke on us, I guess.
Yes.
So those two, Brooke and Scott are real solid at that social game. So.
I believe he said that Brooke and Tara had the same alma mater. They went to the same universities.
Yeah, that was difficult. That was real difficult to get past the Syracuse thing. Tara was
Syracuse.
I can't U-turn her because she's from Syracuse and da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Oh, can I swear in this? I can swear, right?
Yeah, you can swear. We say fuck all the time.
I know.
It's a mature audience.
So, Joy, what would you say was the most difficult part of the race for you?
Missing my children,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah, that was difficult, being away from them for so long, and they just not being able to talk to them, and they just he thought especially my son thought that I was away for work. So every time I put my uniform on now, he's like, you're not leaving for a month now, are you? No.
I'd be worried that my kids would think I'm in jail.
Anxiety, poor kid.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think that you both are going to win, because being a father, like, you are not messing around. If you're going to leave your kids for that long, like, you're in it to win it. You're not half-assing it.
Oh, no. Yeah, Tara grabbed me pretty much by the short and curlies right away and said, hey, we're doing this for the children. That's what I'm doing here, and I hope that's what you're doing here. And I'm like, hey, I don't know you from Adam, so why else you think I'm here?
Yeah, to make the money.
And I think you guys did a good job at being, I mean, last week I didn't even think about the fact that you guys would be like the mastermind.
The ones to look out for.
Yeah, and they kept talking about it. And I was like, no, they're being nice. Like, what do you mean? Like, they're just, they're just chilling. But then when you gave Redmond and what's his name? Matt. When you gave Redmond and Matt like in a little hunch of where the fish thing was, and she got mad at you, I was like, oh, okay. I see it now. But you guys did a good job at not talking about it though, like everyone else did.
Well,
you know?
Yeah, we had a long talk about that, but we also agreed throughout the whole race that there were two teams that we really wanted to race against if, hopefully that we made the final three, and that was Team Fun and the boys. And right after the boys got U-turned right away, we made a promise to them that we said, we're not going to U-turn. You guys, we saw what they went through, and if you guys saw the after videos, they looked like they got dragged through the mud, and we had a solid relationship with them, and they were playing the game, but I mean, they were just trying to be friends with everyone. Matt just has this really cool attitude, like, hey man, this is what it is, and Doc is just incredible himself. So we really didn't want to get into that, but when it came down to it, what we realized at the board, and they only showed a little bit of the discussion, was if we U-turned Vank and Ashton, which we didn't want to do that either, we would have been the only team left that had U-turned anybody.
Yeah.
So everyone would have turned right against us, and some people said, well, they're U-turning people left and right, so we got to get them out of the race. And as you guys know, it's one slip up and you're out of first place. So
Yeah.
Well, that was smart to let Mike do the U-turning, because as you can see, he already is like unraveling, and he's getting so emotional and stuff. So that will probably, I would think that they'll hold that against him also, like the other people, you know what I mean? Like just saying like, oh, well, you're the one that U-turned them. So. Yeah,
well, Mike and Liz, they were really, really friendly. They had their own little issues that they were dealing with, and Mike's a dad, and that was Father's Day when he had that meltdown in Norway, and he was really missing his little girl Pearl, and that was really the crux of his whole not being able to think straight and kind of snapping at Liz. And he apologized for that in and out. And then I even asked him, I said, hey, dude, what's going on? This doesn't seem like you. And he said, it's Father's Day. And then I started going, oh, Jesus Christ, now I miss my kid.
Yeah, Scott cleared that up for us.
Yeah.
Last week, we were wondering what went on with Mike that day.
Yeah. And at this point in the time, after this episode had finished and you guys were obviously going to Venice next week, what was you and Tara's game plan? What were you thinking now? Because you obviously saw that there is a clear alliance brewing amongst all the teams, and they do have the power to kind of gang up on other teams and get them eliminated. What were you guys thinking right now at this time, and what were you planning to do in the future? What was your game plan?
Well, we actually saw that a few legs earlier where the alliances were. Team Lolo was picked up on the kind of game we were playing, and they were friends with everyone. So we were kind of helping everyone along the way. We did a lot of help. Like we helped the boys with the clue, and then there are some other things that you'll see helping out. Even you didn't see it, but we helped Team Lolo a little to tell them where to get that wire mesh because it was a little bit of ways away, and so we were just trying to put like thoughts into people's heads, saying, hey, you know what? They're a hard team, but if we're gonna race again, they're not gonna give us a tuck-in, so to speak. So we were trying to just hope we would get that respect from them to make them realize that, hey, yeah, we are in it to win it, but we're not gonna pork you.
I like that. And what do you think, because obviously it's a reality show, and just naturally with the editing, they do have to kind of portray the good, the good team, the villain, the in-between and all of that. Do you think it's an accurate representation of who everyone authentically was in the race? Or do you think some people are enhanced for the reality show and some things are cut out to make others look better? Who do you think is the most accurate representation of themselves through the editing, and who do you think is the least accurate representation of themselves?
I'd have to say the most accurate representation would probably be Team Fun, because there is just no other way to paint them except awesome people.
Yeah.
And it's really who they are.
Yeah, some people online will say, oh, that'll get annoying. It's not, because they're just so real, and they just make other people around them happier. I'm a miserable prick, and I just laugh my ass off. So, and then Lolo, they were just, they were edited perfect. They were just, right in there. They were along for a run. They were friends with everyone, smooth sailing. I guess the best way to put it is nothing that the people, that the editors did was false. They didn't really mis-edit anyone. It's just that, of course, they over-expounded on some people. The whole thing behind Vank and Ashton and Brooke and Scott, there was a lot of stuff going on there, a real lot. They didn't, it doesn't need to be said. It was more of a social interaction between a bunch of different groups, and it does paint Brooke out to be this, this wicked bitch, but she's certainly not. And if she was, Ashton's the type of person that would, tell her to go take a flying fuck, She'd definitely do that. But they're best of friends now. They've visited each other. I've been down to Dallas. Even Doc Redman and Doc Redman and Ashton. We've all stayed together. We did a couple hockey tournaments down there together. And if it was really the way that you see them on TV, then they're the type of people they would just check out with them.
Totally.
So you've made and kept some friends. Is what you're saying.
The 22 of us is just solid, right from the day we left.
That's great that you guys are all able to actually make a real friendship out of this whole situation. What would you say you learned about yourself while being on the race?
Oh, that's an Oprah question. I love Oprah, so I like that question. I love that one.
Oprah question.
Yeah.
You like Oprah? Come on.
Oh, I love Oprah. She's my Jesus, Oprah.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the James Earl Seal clap for that one.
Yes.
The thing that I've learned, and honestly, I've learned this through Tara, was Tara is so focused and just an unbelievable person that I've learned, and I'm the same way when I'm at work, and when I get on my horse about something, I go with it. I realized, and for the kids too, and I call them kids because like Floyd could be my son.
Yeah.
These guys were so happy, and they had this we had this experience. I needed to slow my life down and stop and smell the roses and spend more time with my son. I work about 80 to 90 hours a week, and I realized that I need to stop doing this. And it's funny, I needed to race around the world for $1 million for someone to tell me that.
That's good.
That's
And just
incredible.
slow life down and enjoy it.
That's amazing.
Joey, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering this because this season is so different and because all of the teams did not know one another. What was it like when you were paired up with Tara, and did it turn out to be how you expected?
Well, here's a little a fun fact that really nobody knows.
Ooh.
Ooh, you heard it here on AfterBuzz, everyone.
Right here on AfterBuzz, where everyone was shitting on me for the past 2 weeks. I'm going to give you a call.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
I like that.
I play hockey and run in my spare time. A lot of people I heard during the production process, people say, well, who would you like to be paired with? Who would you like as a partner, and who wouldn't you like as a partner? There were 3 people that I had in mind that I really wanted. Now, during my finals week, only 9 of us made it. So I never met the other, 12, 13 people until, when we actually left. So I had a kind of an idea for the finals week of who I wanted. So out of those 3, actually there's 2 there and then 1 I picked that I wanted after. But they, I kind of picked the wrong flag, maybe on purpose, maybe.
Oh.
So
What do you
anyone who
mean?
knows me that from my hockey time knows that I know exactly what the Czech Republic flag is, which is the flag that I picked. And I've been to Panama in 1989 with the military. I know what the Panamanian flag was. I actually told London, I didn't tell exactly what it was, but I gave her the colors and it had the gold stars and all that stuff. So, and the reason I did that was because when we were doing the interviews, production said, hey, who do you want? And I told them, and they said, well, a lot of people really want to pick you. They think you're, I guess some of them thought I was like a real hockey player because I had the solid flow and I was wearing the Bauer hat and whatnot. But I said to myself, if I don't come in first or second, then I'm not going to get to pick who I want. So if at some reason I make myself look to be not that amenable or intelligent, I'll kind of fly way under the radar. Maybe someone will pick up and say, hey, let me give this kid a shot. And it's exactly what happened.
Wow, he
I
really
get
was
that.
playing the
I
game.
think now, because I was
Flying under the radar.
totally because
Quote,
him and Scott.
unquote.
I told you, I knew Joey. I knew I call it the snake in the grass, but you need to be a snake in this competition. But I always thought it's going to be out of you and Tara and Scott and Brooke. But having spoken to Scott last week and having him in the studio. I ended up, realizing that he never went for you because he was scared of you because he knows how tough you are. I'm now rooting for you and Tara. I think you guys have got it in the back.
You guys are all playing an amazing
You
game.
think so?
I do, yeah, and I think I hope so as well. I hope you get $1 million because then you can actually physically slow down because you don't have to work 80 or 90 hours a week because you've got a big fat
right?
check. Yeah, so
Totally.
yeah. And just to finish
Yeah,
off,
I just Brooke and Scott played such an unbelievable game, and Tara and I thought we were, we weren't really getting into it, and they had these relationships, everything else, and we were adamant to everyone in all the interviews. See, we're not doing this, we're not doing this, we're not doing this. And then there was a video last week that Lolo shot that I put on my Facebook, and I was like, son of a bitch, they're on to us. And for them to see that right away, don't count out Lolo because those guys, they're like just a younger version of us. They were in it, they were having fun, they were just laying low and doing their thing. They made their alliances, they had plenty of friends. Everybody loved them just like Team Fun. And they're not getting any airtime, which makes them even a bigger sleeper. We had to U-turn the best team out there to get any airtime, and everyone still talked about Matt and Redmond getting U-turns.
yeah. Oh, now I'm going to be on to Matt and Redmond. I'm going to be on to them because
And Lolo.
And Lolo. Yeah, I realise that I haven't been noticing them because they haven't had as much airtime, so they might be the new snakes in the grass. We'll have to have a look.
Ooh, we got some new snakes in the grass.
Yeah.
Those guys are too solid to be snakes in the grass. I don't think they have it in them.
Yeah.
They just can't do it.
Unlike
they just,
Scott.
you know what? They're so good, they don't have to be.
They did. Well, actually, they did do it to Vank and Ashton in the beginning of the season when they promised them the sign-in. I mean, I felt like that was kind of a snakish thing to do, right? If that's even a word.
No, well, see, the whole backstory there was if they got the same cab, they didn't want to be fucking out of the cab and trip over each other and blow an ankle out like
Yeah.
like the firefighter season 25. But there was 2 separate cabs. There was a considerable amount of time between the two, by the time to check in. So I mean, what if the helicopter was leaving right then and there? They're going to wait to flip a coin? No. You know, it wasn't as bad as it was portrayed. But I mean, like I said, Ashton is a stickler for the, she makes a deal, and good for her. She stuck up to it, and she felt like she was wronged, and she corrected that wrong. So good for her. And Red would tell you the same thing. You know what? I took a giant shit, and I had to wipe it up.
Absolutely. And just to finish off, what was the first thing that you did when you went back home? Aside from hug your kids as well, what was the first couple of days? What was that like coming from this? Because it's not like reality when you're on this show, because you don't have access to the outside world with social media and with phone calls, and you're in this game. How did you go adjusting? And what was the first thing that you did when you came home?
I took my son and my daughter, and we went into my mother-in-law's pool for about 2 or 3 days.
Nice. And
then we relaxed. I'm not a big social media person. I just got the Instaface and the Twitter and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So glad you did.
Yes.
I think I was home for a week and a half, and then we took a cruise to Alaska, a big family cruise.
Nice.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad it taught you to slow down and smell the roses. I think that's really important.
Yeah, that was huge. And my son and daughter, my stepdaughter just went out to Chapman University out in Southern California now, so we had to get her out. There was a lot going on when I got back, but still the little ones are what mattered the most.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You LA party guys don't understand what that.
I mean, I don't understand it, but everyone always
LA
says,
party guys.
yeah. But you got to come to LA though, and hopefully we can see you in studio. And if your kids want to come in studio, they're more than welcome as well.
Yes, they are.
Oh, my stepdaughter will get you guys right out of a job. She's incredible at all this.
Ooh, let's have her in. She can even host with us. We've got one more pair speed.
What is she going to Chapman for, Joey?
She's Ellen is her idol. She's already been on the Ellen show twice since she's been out there. She's gunning for all your guys' jobs. So,
well, tell her to come in. Tell her to come in. She's invited. We actually we can have another microphone up here, and she can do the show with us. So she's more than welcome.
Tell her to reach out. Joey, thank you so much for calling in. You're off to hockey now, aren't
Thank you.
Yes, I am actually. I gotta go lace him up.
Joey Covino, tell us where everybody can find you. I have you as Joey Covino 3 on Twitter. If you guys want to keep the conversation going,
and I think
I got it.
That is fine. And Instagram, I think it's just Joey Covino, and Joey Covino is on Facebook.
Awesome. And just one last question before we go: how's the wife, the missus, and how are the kids going with Dad being a bit famous now? Are they? Is your Alan fanatic daughter a bit jealous? How are they going with that, and how's that affecting you a bit?
It's hilarious. My son doesn't really want to watch it. It's funny. He's 8 and he has Asperger's, so. Yeah. He's like, you're right here. What do I need to watch you on TV for? He's a cunning little guy. And my stepdaughter Chapman is having these awesome parties out there, viewing parties, and all her friends are trying to do the accent, and that's hilarious. My wife is like, she just looks and shakes her head, and especially when I apologize to Tara for being wrong, she damn near fell off the couch.
I love it. Thank you so much, Joey.
Thank you.
Thanks for
pleasure,
sharing.
guys.
We hope to hear back from you again.
And invite your daughter in. She's more than welcome anytime.
Yes, that is an open invitation.
I'll keep an eye on you guys.
Sounds good. Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, take care, guys. Thank you.
All right, Joey, everybody from Team Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad are
Giving
now
us a lot of insight.
Absolutely, they're gonna win.
I can't believe that he did that on purpose. I would have never thought that.
I would have never thought that either.
So he was already
Mm-hmm.
playing the game before the game even started.
I told you, snake in the grass. I told you, I'm onto them. But I think they're gonna win.
The social game is strong this season. All right, and on that happy note, let's go into predictions.
Ooh, predictions! Ooh.
And now, your Afterbuzz TV
Predictions. Well, I might go first, but I actually don't know what I'm predicting. I'm going to give it a Joey and Tara prediction, just because we just spoke to Joey. I think they are consciously going to pull back a bit. And they came in 3rd this week. Was that correct? 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't think. I think people were starting to cotton on to the fact that they are so strong, Mum and Dad. They've got it in them, and I think they're going to make it look like they're not as strong and tough as they really are. Because I think if they continue to be doing as well as they have been in the past, they will become a huge threat, and the social game will kick in. So I think they're aware of that now, and I think that's what we'll see from them.
1, 2, and 3, by the way, is who Joey just said. He named the 3 closest alliances.
Yeah.
With him, it was Becca and Floyd, Matt and Redmond, Tara and Joey. That was 1, 2, and 3 this episode.
Yeah.
And then we had Liz and Michael, Brooke and Scott, Team Lolo, and then Vink and Ashton got out.
And Brooke and Scott are going to have to really, they're the best at the social game, I think. Well, one of the best. But physically, they're always coming in on the last half of the ladder, and getting in there a bit too late. So I think they really need to step it up physically.
Yeah.
Who?
Scott and Brooke.
Okay.
What do you think? Desola, Desi, Des, D?
I don't know who I am, but I think that. What do I think? Okay, the interview with him has given me some insight. So now I am kind of thinking, Team Lolo, because they did mention the fact that they always come in like last or close to last, and she was getting very frustrated about that. But then when I think about it, it doesn't really matter if you're last or first as long as you make it, Yeah. So they might be the team to watch. And Tara and Joey, they're obviously very a strong team. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I can never say who's gonna go home because you never know. We did say Vink and Ashton, but that's because people were trying to play them. But otherwise, I don't know.
But I think the rest of these teams are pretty strong teams. These are teams that are all getting along, and they have their game faces on. And the last 2 to go home were teams who didn't get along well, or who didn't look like a strong team on the outside, or they had a lot of bickering. So I don't know. That's what I'm seeing. I still think Becca and Floyd, Team Fun, I think they're going to go pretty far. And I think the boys are going to go, the top 3 from this episode, I say are going to go really far. But again, I have no idea.
I always underestimate the boys. I need to start watching them a bit closely.
You underestimate them?
Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I think because they are the typical choice, like the 2 strong men are going to win.
Yeah.
And so I always, and in the past we've seen it's not always who on the outside who is the strongest. It's, because it is the mental component as well.
Yeah.
So, but they are physically very strong. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Where are we going? We're going to Venice next, right?
Venice, yes, one of my favorite places in the world.
My favorite place in the world.
That's
I
amore.
cannot wait. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. And you can find me everywhere at Nataly Tavidian and my awesome panel.
You guys can find me everywhere at Desola_B, DAYSHOLA_B. Thanks for watching, you guys.
And you can find me on the tweet at Dan Babic with an _, and find me on the Instagram at Dan Babic. That's DANBABIC, bitches.
That's amore. Thank you for joining us.
Woo! And thank you, Joey, for swearing. We really appreciate it. We like the swear words. Yes.
We liked having Joey on.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterbuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.